Hi everyone, this is Eric coming to you from my home office. I'm here to announce the launch of my eBay store. So as of yesterday, Saturday, February 1st, 2020, my store Picked to Profit was put in operation. All that navigation type of stuff is down in the description. So I've been eBaying since the year 2000. It's crazy to think that it's been 20 years since my first listing. But over the years, eBay has evolved so much. My first listing was strictly a written description of what I was selling. I was selling a Terry Labonte autographed card. Terry Labonte was a NASCAR driver who was similar to Cal Ripken Jr. in baseball, where he participated in so many races and never missed. He was considered the Iron Horse. So back in the late 90s and early 2000s, his autograph was highly sought, and I hit one in a pack. So I didn't know how to use my scanner. I didn't have a digital camera at the time. So when I listed my first transaction, it was strictly written. No pictures, no nothing. I didn't know how to do it. I find it so easy to use eBay now with 12 pictures, and we're not paying per picture. We can insert videos. It's so easy now to list and get things out there. And by putting a video of something in operation, it's a little more creditable that it's going to work when you get there or when it gets there, unless something happens in shipping. So 20 years ago, Terry Labonte autographed, sold it for $28. I believe it was a $100 card. So not the greatest thing, but if I had pictures or something like that, some evidence of it, I'm sure I would have got more for it. So why am I starting a store now in 2020, 20 years later? I've always needed a hobby. I'm a collector, but that doesn't fill my time. I love going to thrift stores and auctions, public or estate sales, garage sales, church sales, wherever you can source things, looking for a bargain, see if you can flip it. That's really what this is. This is a hobby for me right now. This is not something where I'm going to try to feed my family. I have a full-time job. I have after-school responsibilities. I have two children, a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old. I have a wife. We have other things to do. So at this point, this is something that kind of occupy my time, make a little bit of money, but enjoy doing more than anything. What are you going to find in my videos? Well, today is my launch video. Later this week, I'm going to do a spotlight video on one of the 40 items that I have listed, if it hasn't sold. I think I have some cool stuff. It's just I don't have the traffic right now. So what I'll do is make a video spotlighting something that's in my inventory to get a little more traffic or let you see it. I'm also going to do probably at this point weekly sales review videos, just to kind of give you an idea of what I sold and what I made. How much traffic I really had. My inspirations are definitely Lonnie from Shed Flips. I've watched a ton of his videos. Whenever I got downtime, I usually have him on listening to his stuff. My store has a lot of that stuff in it too. Maybe not as much comic books, but mostly collectibles, toys, sports equipment, fan apparel, video games, books, board games. Sometimes it's home decor or general use items in the home. It kind of depends what I resource, what I find. Other than Lonnie on Shed Flips, my inspiration is the Cincinnati Picker. I live in Ohio, about an hour and a half, 2 hours north of Cincinnati, up I-75. So I look at his stuff a lot. I look at the part-time picker in the Bay Area of California. I really like him because, unlike Lonnie, I am not going to put full time into this. I'm going to work another job. And in the summer, I may become a little more full time when I have some extra time. But the part-time picker, I'm more relatable to him because I'm going to dedicate, 5 to 10 hours a week doing this, listing and doing videos and packing and selling and everything. Other videos I've watched recently are RVA videos. So between Shed Flips, RVA Flips, Cincinnati Picker, and Shed Flips, those are the main ones I use as resources. I've been doing this for 20 years and sometimes I make mistakes. I've had very few issues with eBay over the years. or with the seller or the buyers, sorry, or sellers also. But I've had a couple of issues with shipping, things getting lost or things getting damaged when I ship them, and I learned from those mistakes. So that's what you're going to get from Eric and Pick to Profit. I hope you go check out the store and just see what it's out there. I'm going to probably upload 4 to 6 items, hopefully every week, to get that build up to the 100. Right now I have a lot of sorting to go through, especially with trading cards. I'm mostly football and wrestling, so if you want to check those things out. I would like to know what your first transaction was. I told you about my Terry Labonte listing and how green I was at it. I would like you to put it in the comments. What did you sell? Did you have a picture? Was it, did you know what you were doing? Did it take a while? Did it take 5, 10 transactions till you felt comfortable? Or tell me your horror stories about eBay. Not so much the actual company, but sometimes, buyers are impossible or sellers are impossible. Things come damaged, they don't come as they are. Recently I ran into a couple people giving me offers on an item, I accept it, and then they don't pay. And then all I can really do is report them and then get my fees back. So you run into that. Do you use the global shipping program? I have no issue with it because as I am in Ohio. It goes to Erlanger, Kentucky. Not a big deal to me. From there, it's eBay's responsibility to get it to them. So if you would like and subscribe to my channel, Pick to Profit. Feel free to leave any comments. If you want to, put a link or a description to a channel or your store, feel free. I'll look at it. I love looking at people's stuff because not only can I get ideas from things, but I can also kind of help someone who's only been eBaying for a short time. So please like and subscribe if you do like, follow along, and I'll probably be back in the next day or two to do a spotlight on some of my inventory or to show you the new inventory that I've listed since this video. All right, thank you and be safe.